This video is sponsored by PotownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Looking for that last card to complete your online deck or just to get the latest booster packs in town, they literally have everything, even the Fusion Strike stuff. So be sure to head over to the website PotownStore.com and use that coupon code ZapDoesTCG for 5% off. Also, head over to cardsmarket.com. If you're a European player, this website is fantastic. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe, and I personally use it every single day to get rid of cards that I don't need to buy new ones. Use the referral name ZapDoesTCG and you're helping out the channel tremendously. Last but certainly not least is yourplaymat.com. This website is fantastic when you create your own unique custom playmat. They ship worldwide, and of course right now you can get 10% off by clicking the link down below. So start creating your own unique custom playmat for the new season. So thanks for sticking with the commercials. Let's get this video on the roll. Peace. What's up YouTube, it's ZapDoesTCG here and welcome back to our TCG video on my channel. Today it's another deck profile from Brilliant Stars. Centiskorch gets a huge buff and that's what you're going to be seeing in today's deck profile. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. You're going to get daily Pokemon TCG content here that you don't want to be missing out on, because I'm actually exploring the entire format, and Brilliant Stars gives us so much. A lot of old school archetypes have we seen, like Durant, Mad Party and stuff, get better with Brilliant Stars, and so does Centiskorch VMAX. Centiskorch VMAX is a card that came out in Darkness Ablaze, the set with Eternatus, and we've already seen that it was capable of dishing out huge damage with its attack. Gmax Centinferno slaps 40 damage plus 40 more for every fire energy attached to Centiskorch VMAX. So with 2 fire energies, you're slapping a whopping 120 damage. And you're also, after the attack, you can accelerate 1 fire energy from your discard pile to Centiskorch VMAX, which helps the damage output even further. So we're going to be exploring Centiskorch VMAX today. If you guys are hyped for it, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button, because it helps out so much. Also, my Centiskorch VMAXs did not come in the mail in time, so I had to resort to another way of presenting this deck, which I had up on the menu because I have been practicing it a little bit. So what can we see? We also have Centiskorch V. It's not going to be a crazy attacker. It also has that radiating heat attack, which could be pretty interesting to discard some energies. But I probably would not be ever utilizing Centiskorch V just for its first attack. It could be nice to just discard some energies. You discard a fire energy from yourself in order to discard an energy from the opponent's active, which could be helping out to slow the opponent down. But Centiskorch V is not going to be where the deck shines. Centiskorch VMAX, however, on the other hand, is very, very powerful. 40 damage for every fire energy on top of the 40 base will actually be very good, because we get the new fantastic stadium card, Magma Basin. As you can see on the bottom here of this deck profile, the Magma Basin is a super strong stadium card. Energy acceleration in the form of a stadium card is super great. It actually states you can accelerate 1 fire energy from your discard pile to one of your bench fire type Pokemon. So it's going to be really powerful in that sense, is that you can get more energies onto your fire type Pokemon. We also have Entei V, a newcomer in this deck. Entei V is just like Suicune V, but it just has 1 extra retreat cost and then 20 additional HP, which makes it very good because Entei V can be a formidable attacker, definitely combined with the choice belt, which we're also getting. A lot of these cards also are explained in the top 20 best cards of Brilliant Stars video, so check that out if you're still having doubts on which cards, what they specifically do. I talk about all these cards in the top 20 best video. Be sure to check it out if you haven't already. It's in the description below, so check that link out. So moving forward, so Centiskorch, we're going to be able to accelerate energies by the means of Magma Basin. We're going to be able to accelerate just manually. We're going to be able to have the choice belt for additional 30 damage to V Pokemon. And we also have a Rose, which allows you to discard your entire hand in order to, of course, accelerate 2 basic fire energies to your Centiskorch VMAX. So at one point, the Centiskorch could be so tanky that you're going to be able to KO something, and on top of that, you're going to be able to get more energies onto Centiskorch, and there's going to be a huge Centiskorch laying in the opponent's threat. So what else can we say is that the Victini with the Victini V from Sword and Shield with Spreading Flames could also get 3 energies from the discard pile accelerated onto Centiskorch VMAX. So that could also be a way. Let's say you have a game-changing scenario, you only need to knock out a VMAX and you cannot quite get to that number. Well, you just evolve into Centiskorch VMAX, promote Victini V, use that Magma Basin on the bench, Centiskorch, and utilize these Spreading Flames on the Centiskorch VMAX as well. You can then, of course, the following turn use Rose, Magma Basin, and do some whole heap of energy acceleration to just blow up on the opponents with the G-Max Centiferno. So a very unique deck in that sense is that it came back from the format. We had, of course, a very similar list with stuff like the Selvala GX back in the day, and yeah, replacing Selvala GX is going to be Bibarel. Bibarel from Brilliant Stars has the hard working Fangs ability, allowing you to draw cards until you have 5 cards in the hand. So Bibarel will be your main draw engine throughout the course of the game, although we do have 2 more support Pokemon in the form of Crobat V. Dark Acid is actually pretty strong, because you have so many Quick Balls, so many Ultra Balls, also a new card from Brilliant Stars, Ultra Balls coming back in the format. You're going to be able to empty your hand quite significantly, discard those fire energies, and you're going to be able to draw some cards with Crobat V and the Dark Acid ability. Lumineon V, on the other hand, has the Lumineous Sign ability, allowing you to search your deck for any supporter. So it's going to be very easy to search out the Rose at a specific time. There's only 2 copies of Rose in here. You don't need more because you have Palpet to get them back, and Luminia will fetch it out for you if you wanted. Let's say you have, oh, I just need 2 more energies, or actually 3 more energies, attach of the turn, Rose, and bang, you blow up on the opponent's face just like that. What else can we see is that Bidoof is also in this list. How cool is that, right? A Bidoof in a competitive list. What else can we see is the Entei V with the Burning Rondo, very similar to the attack of Suicune. 20 damage plus 20 for every benched Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. Very cool because with Choice Belt, you're going to have some significant damage output. So this is going to be your 2-price attacker. Victini V could also dish out huge damage with its hits attack. 30 damage for every energy attached to both Pokemon. So if the opponent is also stacking up a Centiskorch VMAX, this could be crucial in a mirror match or against decks that have a lot of energies on their active Pokemon. Then the Moltres, the 1-price Moltres is in here as well. You can knock out Sobbles, you can knock out Galarian Zigzagoons, you can even knock out Bidoofs, Minchinos, whatever. It's going to be a strong card with, of course, its attack, allowing it to slap 90 damage if you have damage counters on your Moltres. You can do that with Magma Basin, so you can set the Moltres up with Magma Basin. Hence, that's the reason there's also 4 copies of Magma Basin, so you don't ever whiff that Stadium card. Stadium card, super powerful to get the energies onto Centiskorch VMAX, but also onto your other attackers. And Entei and Victini V both can attack for just Magma Basin and attach of turn, which is super strong. And there's also 2 heat fire energies, of course, neglecting the effect of putting damage onto yourself. So if you have Entei V with the burning fire energy, you're gonna actually have 250 HP, which is super tanky. Don't bother about adding in a Cape of Toughness because it's a Centiskorch VMAX deck. It's not a pure Entei deck. What else can we see? For the supporter lineup, we have Research and Marnie. Why do we only run 4 Research and 2 Marnie? Well, Research is your main draw supporter. You might think, Zapdos TCG, why aren't you not running the Kindler supporter, allowing you to dig a little bit deeper into the deck and fetch out some cards while discarding a fire energy? The reason for that is that I've tested Kindler and I was not satisfied with it. It's like, let's say on the first turn, you don't want Kindler to be the supporter you want to use. You want to be using Research, dig through your deck, and of course find everything. You want to find your Bidoof, Quick Ball Bidoof, Ultra Ball Bidoof, whatever. You want to find your Centiskorch. You want to be maybe attacking with Entei instantly. You could use a switch into Entei, attack already with Entei, while of course setting yourself up later. You can then evolve into Centiskorch the following turn, Rose, attachment, Magma Basin. So you have some additional pressure with, of course, a lot of switch outs. You have 2 air balloon, you have 3 switches and an escape rope. So these will all make sense because you can then switch either into Moltres to have some significant damage output. You could attack with Moltres, slap 90, and then use, of course, the manual attachment onto Centiskorch, which then can, Centiskorch VMAX can then finish off some stuff because Choice Belt is just insane. You also have access to, the switch out to the Entei, which can actually draw yourself a card with the fleet-footed ability. I still don't know why Entei has fleet-footed, because it has a ridiculous retreat cost of 3s, hence there's also so many switch outs in here. This is my list I'm currently rocking with, so hopefully you guys are going to be testing this out. We also have some Bossasaurs. Why a high amount of Bossasaurs? Let me just enlighten you. Entei V is going to be attacking for just attach of the turn Magma Basin. That happens a lot of times because you have Ultra Ball and Quick Ball to get rid of your fire energies instantly, and then you can just pressurize on the opponent. You can just knock something or just put up some damage on a Pokemon V, or just knock out a V, because if the opponent just is not careful with their bench, they might not expect Entei and just slap their bench full of Pokemon, Genesect, etc. So you can just boss the Mew and just be done with it. Moltres, the 1-prizer, can then also make quick work of Meloetta, which is also, it's the Meloetta killer. That's why I call it. And with, of course, a high amount of gusting, it's going to be fantastic for you to try it out. Rose, you don't always need Rose in every game, but I just love the fact that you can just burst out of nowhere, attach of the turn, Magma Basin and Rose. All that combined is like 4 additional energies on top of the Choice Belt. That's an additional 30 damage, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. That's crazy damage output. And if Centiskorch already attacked and it doesn't have damage already, the Centiskorch is lurking in the back and just gonna be knocking you out, mark my word. So we also have Palpad, because in some games you just research away your Balsasaurs or your Rose and you say like, dang it, I wish I had them back. Well, the Palpad is in there. Initially on my list I also had Ordinary Rod, but I cut Ordinary Rod because you want to have your energies staying in the discard pile so Magma Basin can fetch them out again. And the reason Ordinary Rod was in there because sometimes I discard one of my Pokemon, Entei Victini, or maybe a Bibarel early game and I want it back, but it is just fine like that. It doesn't happen in every game. And yeah, that's my current list. Hopefully you guys are satisfied with the list. If you have any tips or suggestions, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. Test it out for yourself. It's very strong, very aggressive as well, because Entei and Moltres and Victini can attack instantly. Why you just wait on the back with Centiskorch? Centiskorch also has energy disruption by your side. High amount of gusting with a radiating heat could also be bothersome for the opponent. So try out this list. You're gonna be loving it. And yeah, let me know if there was anything I would probably, if anything you would change. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in ridiculous ways you have no idea. And also go check out our sponsors over there. We have PoketownStore.com, the best place for TCGO code cards. Of course, you're gonna be able to, of course, get 5% off on Poketown Store, and they will have Brilliant Stars up on stock in about 3 weeks. So feel free to refresh the website, but for now, get some Fusion Strike codes and promo codes while you're at it. There's also cardsmarket.com for European players. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. Use the referral name ZapdosTCG on that website. And then last but not least, yourplaymat.com, getting you covered for, of course, the only way to just create your fantastic playmat for a very good price. You get 10% off by clicking the link down below, and they ship worldwide. So create a playmat from scratch. Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this showcasing of Centiskorch VMAX, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epicness. Peace!